The dusty streets of Addis Ababa were silent when 7-year-old Abebe clutched his mother's shawl, his wide eyes filled with terror. A raging fire had swallowed their tiny home, leaving only the cold, merciless reality of solitude behind. That night, he lost everything: his parents, his shelter, and the warmth of a family. Left to fend for himself, Abebe wandered through the streets, scavenging for food, sleeping under bridges, and dodging the cruelty of the world. He learned resilience not from books but from the sharp pangs of hunger and the biting cold of the night. An elderly bookseller named Asfae took notice of him, offering shelter in the back of his shop in exchange for help arranging books. It was there that Abebe's love for words and stories was born. Years passed, and Abebe's thirst for knowledge outgrew the tiny bookstore. He saved every coin, devoured every book, and eventually earned a scholarship to a prestigious university. There he discovered his talent for public speaking. His voice, once silenced by misfortune, now had the power to inspire. He spoke of resilience, of hope, of rising from nothing. Abebe's words echoed beyond university halls, capturing the hearts of thousands. He became a social activist, advocating for orphan children and those abandoned by society. His past, once a burden, became his strength. He fought for policies that ensured no child had to endure what he had. Years later, standing before a roaring crowd as a renowned leader, Abebe looked up at the sky. He whispered a silent promise to his parents. His success, his journey, his voice, all were for them. He had risen from the shadows, not just for himself, but for every child who needed a beacon of hope. And thus, the boy who had once been lost became the voice of the forgotten, a public figure whose story would be told for generations to come.